All right, guys, thank you so much for hopping on. Happy Monday, April 26th. We have a great call for you guys today. Let me check and make sure. Can everyone see my screen okay? And can you hear me out there?
Yep.
Okay, so today's training, we have a special guest with us. We have Sana from Brightstar. We're going to be going over increasing your value-added services, which the number one way to do that, obviously, is by adding protection with your phones, and also some Smile and Dial trainings with the new enhancements that have just launched in Smile and Dial over the past 30 days. So we'll get started with Sana R7 from Brightstar. She has some great stuff and some prizes, so this is a great call for you guys to be on. Uh, uh, in terms of increasing your value-added services, increasing your protection, and getting the most out of every interaction you guys have with your customers. So with that, I will turn it over to Sana, and you should be listed as a presenter, so you can go ahead and share your screen.
Awesome. I'm getting loaded here. And now let me know when you guys can see my screen.
All right.
We've got it.
Awesome. Thank you. So again, like Adam said, my name is Sana R7. I am your regional account manager here in the Midwest. If anybody is on the call that isn't in the Midwest, you guys all have a designated rep as well. This call is all about VAS, right? So value-added services. The DCI goal for value-added services is 50%. Just to let you know, Boost Shield is a huge part in value-added services, so we're going to spend a little time talking about that.
And Sana, real quick, so that goal may be a little higher than we've communicated to you guys in the past. The reason, someone asked me, what is your guys' goal at DCI? And I said it at 50%, is there are other DDPs out there that are actually above 50% for value-added services. So really, I wanted to set it at about 55. But I think the goal previously communicated to you guys may have been 40. We need to raise that bar because everyone is crushing it. And if every dealer across the country for people who are in the same shoes as we are is above 50, there's no reason you guys shouldn't be above 50 at your door level. So that goal may seem a little higher for you. So I just want to give you the whys behind that and how we need to crush that opportunity.
Awesome. And, just to kind of side note on that, it doesn't all have to be Boost Shield, right? So there are other value-added services that are going to help increase and inflate that number. But at the end of it, if you guys are selling 4 out of 10 of your customers Boost Shield, you're there at 40% with just Boost Shield alone. And then everything else is just, bonus, right? So we know DCI is the best DDP out there, so we need to make sure that they're the best in the metrics as well. Oh, sorry, Adam, go ahead.
No, that wasn't me. If you guys don't have your phones on mute, if you're online or called in, please mute your lines. Thank you.
So just in the interest of not staring at this horrible picture of me for too long, we're going to make this one real quick. So basically, again, I am your local territory account manager for everything in the Midwest. Below in that little image right there, that's basically all the states that I cover. Want to make sure, well, at least in some parts, wanted to let you guys know we do have a new hire on the Brightstar field team. Her name is Jamie White. Hopefully a few of you have met her. I know she's in Central Illinois today. So she is in and out of your stores discussing Boost Shield and how to keep these numbers up as well. But really what we want to do is kind of create a partnership, right? So we work with all the dealers in the Midwest and a little bit outside of it. And we want to start doing some trainings with your stores. If you guys ever see one of your stores in your group that's struggling with Boost Shield, give one of us a call. We'll be happy to pop into a training or do a personalized store visit, help get those numbers up. We can even launch some contests. Once your numbers are up, we want to start contributing to your events. I know COVID is getting a little bit better. And if you guys start doing events this summer, we want to help you guys get new customers. If you're selling a ton of Boost Shield, when you get new customers, we're getting new customers, right? So we could show up with some swag, some items for your customers, coffees, anything that you think of outside of the box, we are there to support you. We've also done some boot camp calls. So again, if you have doors in your group that maybe are struggling with Boost Shield, or even like a coworker or a rep that just, isn't able to get there, even after these trainings, reach out to us. We're happy to assist in any way that you guys think possible. So we know that Boost Shield is important to Dish, right? We also know that it really does help your customers as well. I'll tell you, I've been with Brightstar a very long time. I stare at a lot of data. So that's pretty much all I do. My life is very boring. But we know that customers either break their phones within the first 3 months or they don't. Even the ones who have never broken a phone before, they are very likely, actually 25% of them who have never broken a phone before are likely to break a phone once they buy it from you within the first 3 months. We know that upgrades are going to 9 months now, so it is very important that we add Boost Shield at the point of activation, because look at this situation. Customer comes in, point of activation, and they add Boost Shield. If something happens, then they are not stuck paying that full price. They are not stuck paying that full price where they have to pay taxes and setup fees and everything else that's associated with that. Because at the end of it, if you tell them that that phone that was free last time is now $180, most likely you're going to have your customer lost, right? Now we've got these really happy people with a lot of green on the slide, which means they only had to pay, and again, this is on a low end phone, $20 overnight shipping, and they have their device back, and they are not forced to leave Boost. They are not forced to pay $180 because you really can't take $20 to Metro or Cricket and do anything with it, right? If they do decide to port out, they're going to have to pay their bill. They're going to have to get into that same situation, which is very expensive. So we keep our customers that way. Some quick housekeeping items. We did launch BYOD coverage. So BYOD launched on February 18th. The device has to have never been activated on the Boost network. So if you don't see a pop-up that allows you to add Boost Shield, most likely that device was on the Boost network before. But if it has never been added before, you can add Boost Shield on that, and that is covered immediately. We do kind of rely on you guys to check out the device, make sure its screen is in one piece, there's no cracks, it could turn on, it can make calls, hook up to the Wi-Fi, obviously, if you're not activating it yet, and just make sure it's fully functional. Again, coverage is effective immediately, and these are just bonus ads. So every single time you activate a BYOD with Boost Shield, you're getting credit for that. Your store is getting credit for that, and that's just all bonus ads. In other good news, we are launching open enrollment by the end of this week, if not early next week. Hopefully, you guys have seen some of these communications as well. Basically, open enrollment means every single customer that does not have Boost Shield is able to add it. There is a 30-day wait to file a claim for open enrollment. The reason is we just don't want customers coming in and trying to put their broken phones onto our program and then file claims immediately. That won't fly. So once they add Boost Shield and they pay their bill, 30 days after they pay their bill, Boost Shield coverage starts. Does anyone have any questions about that? I know it's a little complicated.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense. And to Sonna's point, there is the reason why you have to wait 30 days is if a customer say you got a crack on your screen but you didn't have insurance. No, I have open enrollment. I'm going to sign up today and then make a claim tomorrow. No, that's kind of a fraudulent ad, right? So they need to wait that full 30 days before they make that claim. And to her last slide, BYODs. BYOD is huge for us right now, especially with inventory being tight. To be able to add protection on your BYOD phones, this is huge. So we've had this for a couple months now, but man, I hope you guys are taking advantage of this because every BYOD should have Boost Shield on there. And then her third big point I wanted to make sure you guys saw was that upgrade eligibility date changing from that 180 to 270 days, which goes into effect tomorrow. Now more than ever, it's important you guys put protection on all your customers' phones so that they stay on our network.
Awesome. And again, we are counting on you guys to just check out these either open enrollment devices or BYOD phones to make sure that they are crack free. We don't expect you to be IT professionals and going through all of it, right? But just give it a once over. And if you guys think it's good, we're going in the honor system. If anybody has any questions about any of that, feel free to reach out to myself or Jamie, and we'll be happy to walk you through some of the details on that as well. All right, so here is an incredible sales tool that's been working very well in a lot of stores that, maybe struggle a little bit with selling Boost Shield. So this is our opt-in form. You guys may have seen different versions of this, either in a receipt jacket or just like this, but if you do need this form, I could send this to you. Basically, when you get it, you print them and you cut them in half. So this is 2 separate forms, one on top, one on the bottom. The best situation is to rubber band them around all the boxes in your downtime. So just going back, rubber band them around the boxes. Now, if you're in the middle of a sale, we want to do this before point of activation. The reason is if a customer changes their mind after looking at this and you've already activated the device, it changes the coverage time. So if a customer adds Boost Shield at point of activation, they're covered immediately. If they add it 5 minutes after activation, it does stretch out to 30 days after their bill is due. Not to make this too complicated, but what we want you guys to do is pull these forms out prior to activating the device. When a customer says, nah, I don't want Boost Shield, I don't need it, you say, okay, that's fine, but my owner actually requires me to fill one of these out for you, just so you don't come in here next week and say that I didn't offer you Boost Shield with a broken phone, because I'll tell you that happens a lot. I have a lot of times where a store rep will call me and say, hey, they didn't add Boost Shield, but now their phone is broken. I don't really know what to tell you there, right? There's not much I could do. So when we pull these forms out, we let them know that those situations do happen. I just don't want you coming back in here next week with a broken phone saying that I didn't offer this to you. So could you please fill this out? On this left side here, oh, sorry. You would put in the deductible of the device. So you could look this up on myphoneguardian.com, but just know if anything's under $150-ish, it's 20 bucks, right? So you would put in $20 here. In this second box where the red arrow is, we would put the full price of the phone for those first 9 months. So basically the full price of the phone, let's say it was $149.99 phone, plus tax, plus setup, 175 depending on where you guys live. So 175 here, customer looks on the left and sees 20. Sometimes what they do is they glance up here in this McAfee section, and McAfee has a lot of benefits. We don't expect you guys to talk about every benefit with every customer, but a lot of times when I'm talking to customers, I go straight for, the basic stuff like, hey, you could locate your phone when you lose it, because to me that matters. I lose my phone all the time. But you may be talking to a customer that doesn't care about that. They never lose their phone, but something like safe Wi-Fi was really important to them. How are you going to know that, right? But you pulled out this form, they looked at that $20 deductible, they looked at that full price within the first 9 months, and they also glanced up and went, whoa, safe Wi-Fi? I would have paid $7 for that alone. You know what? I'll take it. Now you can add it on prior to activation, and they're covered immediately. If they do say no, that's totally fine. We do not expect you at 100% Boost Shield, but at that point down here, they would write their name, their phone number, and they would sign. You could go ahead and file these away so that when they do come in with that broken phone and they say, I wasn't offered it, actually, you were. Here's your signature. Bam, right? It's off your shoulders. And then off mine as well. And you guys can't call me and say that they don't have insurance and they wanted to file a claim anyway. So hopefully you guys use these if you are struggling. Any store, I would suggest any store under 30 to 40% starts implementing these right away. I've definitely seen a lot of increases with these forms being used the right way. So let's do the fun part. Okay, so let me pull this up. Now, for those of you who have never played a Kahoot before, don't download the app. It takes too long, but go ahead and go to www.kahoot.it. If you guys play, there is an opportunity to win $75 worth of prizes. The first place winner today is going to win $50 Visa gift card. The second place winner is going to win a $20 Visa gift card. And the third winner is going to win a $5 Starbucks gift card. So there's not too many of you out there right now on this call, so feel free to go to www.kahoot.it. At that point, it's going to ask you for a game pin, and you could type in this game pin, which is 689-0074, and you guys can win some cash really quick.
Hey, and Sana, there was a question came in the chat box. Where can they get those Boost Shield forms that you showed earlier again if they don't have one?
Oh, sure. I could send those out to you guys. Feel free to reach out to us as well. I mean, honestly, I'd rather have you guys reach out to us. If you're in the Midwest, we could start talking about everything else too, the events and contests and things like that. So reach out to me. I'll make sure that you guys have my contact information or Jamie, and we'll for sure get those out.
Hi, Santa. That was me, Cody. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay,
I'll
Cody.
text you right now, actually.
Cool. I know you already. I don't need to develop a relationship, but awesome. The forms are great. I think these names are so funny. All right, we'll give it another like 30 seconds or so, see if anybody else wants to join. Because otherwise, every single person is winning a prize, basically. There's only going to be one person who doesn't win a prize.
That is kahoot.it. For those of you, you can go to www.kahoot.it from your phone. The PIN is 6890074. Again, that's 6890074. And again, www.kahoot.it on your web browser. Then just put the PIN in 6890074, and then just spin for your free name. There we go. We're getting some more people in here now.
Yeah, and as people are loading in, basically how it's going to work is I will ask the question and it'll also be on the screen that you're looking at, but on your phone, you're just going to see the answer boxes. So when you click the answer boxes, we just wait a little bit for everybody to answer. Speed matters, but also there are some trick questions. So feel free to take your time and be quick at the same time. Am I asking too much?
All good.
All right, let's start it. Three, two. Okay, the number one question is what is covered by Boost Shield? Select all that apply. Red is lost, blue is theft, orange is water damage, green is intentional damage. Select all that apply. All right. That was very fast, you guys. Right now, we've got Gentle Camel in first place, Caring Turtle, Social Ostrich. We're not going to read these ridiculous names, but you guys see how we're doing so far? Gentle Camel's in first, up for $50. Okay, next one's true or false. A customer has 60 days to pay the deductible. Blue is true, red is false. 60 days to pay the deductible. Whew. All right, 4 and 4. So the answer is true. Just so you guys know, the customer does have 60 days to pay the deductible. They also have 60 days to file the claim. So if an incident happens last week, they have up to 2 months, and really we want to be safe, right? So let's say 59 days to file the claim and then another 59 days to pay that deductible. So if they're filing on a, iPhone 12 or iPhone 11 and that deductible is $175, that could be tough, right? You can let your customer know technically they got a little less than 4 months to pay that amount, but they have to file the claim within 60 days and they have to pay that deductible within 60 days. Otherwise, our claims expire. Caring Turtle out there killing it. Number 1 for the $50. Social Ostrich is number 2. Brave Piranha is number 3. These are ridiculous. Question number 3. What is a good tactic to sell Boost Shield? Red, wait for them to ask. Blue, add it without the customer knowing. Orange, whatever, mustard, ask the customer if they want to add insurance. Or green, relate a customer story and show the value. Awesome. Everybody got that right. That is great. So just so you know, bringing this up early and often really does help. At the end of the conversation, at the end of the transaction, if you guys are saying, hey, do you want to add insurance with that? The answer will always be no, right? But if we're at the beginning asking them, hey, have you ever lost or broken a phone before? that gets them thinking about what's happened in their life. And it gets them thinking about their broken phones. And when you do have that customer who's like, nope, I've never, ever, ever broken a phone before, that's fine. You can tell one of your stories, or somebody that you know that's gone through a really bad situation breaking a phone. If you don't have any or know anybody, call me. I break 8 phones a year. Total hot mess over here. So I am happy to share all those stories with you also. Caring turtle. There's a little firebox next to social ostrich, so you're still second, but on fire. And gentle camel's number 3. Number 4, a customer can do 3 claims a year. Blue is true, red is false. Oh, okay, 4 and 4. Just so you know that it's false, a customer can do 2 claims in a rolling calendar year. What that means is, let's say your first claim was May 1st. You can do 2 claims. Your first claim was May 1st. You can do 1 more claim all the way until next May 1st. So the year doesn't go January to January. It starts the first time you do a claim, and you can do 2 claims in a calendar year. All right, caring turtle, number 1, social ostrich, number 2, magic meerkat, number 3. Is that like a tiger of some sort? Oh. Question number 5. What do you need to do before a claim is filed? Red, nothing, just call the number. Blue, social security number and PIN. Mustard, correct email and mailing address on the account. And green, shipping label. What do you do before you need to file a claim? Okay, so 5 people got the right answer, the correct email and mailing address on the accounts. Nothing, just calling the number. You know what? You can, except for that usually pegs for a lot of documents. There are times we go into a customer's account and they have, the Boost store's address in their Boost account. At that point, we're automatically pegging those as a little bit fishy, right? That's a little questionable because maybe there's 600 other customers out there that have that same address on their account. Now it looks like the same house, right? Because our system doesn't know that this is a Boost store, is filing a claim. So what I would do is when a customer comes in to want to file a claim, check their Boost account really quick. The second their Boost account is updated, our account is updated. Make sure that the address is correct, and then go ahead and file the claim. Even if they move around or their ID doesn't match or anything like that, just make sure it's a personal address. We've also integrated some software into our claims process. So what we're doing is we're checking the address that's on the Boost account. If a customer's ever gotten a bill at that address, any sort of bill ever within the last 6 months, then we're not asking for any documents. So you could potentially save yourself a ton of time as long as that address is correct in the Boost account prior to filing the claim.
And
So
so
this is
one
a
of the
big
other
one.
big initiatives here is making sure that reps are capturing the correct email at point of sale. So this is just another reason to reinforce that. When you guys are signing your customers up, don't put a fake email address in there, put their real email address in there. Not only does it help with your marketing, but it's also going to help if you need to make a protection claim.
Definitely. And then we update you guys on shipping of your device, all of that as well. So caring turtle, number 1, social ostrich, gentle camel. All right, last question here. What is the deductible on the Moto G Fast? Is it red 20, blue 25, orange 50, green 10? And let's give you a hint. The Moto G Fast is a $150 phone. Oh, okay. So 2 people got it right. It is a $20 deductible. Just to recap there, $150 phone, full price within the first 9 months. That device is probably going to be like $180, $182, taxes set up, all of that, versus a $20 deductible. All of our deductibles are located on myphoneguardian.com. You guys aren't going to know all of them. I don't even know all of them. But what I would do is if you're selling the same phones a lot, like the same 3, 4, 5 phones, go look those up so you have those at the top of your head. When you're selling different kinds of phones, go ahead and look those up as well. That way you know those offhand. When you're filling out those opt-in forms, you'll get to learn them very quickly. But $20 versus $180 basically within the first 9 months. So let's see who won. Third place is Social Ostrich for $5 Starbucks gift card. Second place, Gentle Camel, $20 Visa gift card. And Caring Turtle, you guys won a $50 Visa gift card. Hopefully I don't think we asked for email addresses, but if you guys can reach out to me, shoot me a text. My phone number is 630-849-6111. Again, that's 630-849-6111. And I will be sure to get that out to you immediately.
Give some credit to Caring Turtle. Who was Caring Turtle? Feel free to speak up. Caring Turtle?
Humble. Caring Turtle is very humble, but Caring Turtle will definitely reach out to me for a gift card.
I just want to make sure it wasn't like Robert.
No, unfortunately, I was second this time. Sorry.
Well, great job, guys. Great job.
Great job to everybody. Anybody have any other questions for me? Anything you want to talk about with Boost Shield at all?
Yeah, I got a quick question actually for you.
Oh, sure.
If we have a customer who files a claim with the wrong information and it still goes through, is there a way that we can correct that info after the file is claimed or after the claim is filed?
And it still went through, so the claim was approved?
Yeah. Does that happen?
It does. It does. A lot of times, sometimes people even file the claim on the wrong line when it's a family line. You could reach out to me as a one-off. Honestly, 50% of the time, I'm going to tell you, let's fix it. And I could do that on my end. 50% of the time, I'm going to say, hey, it went through. Let's just let it ride.
Okay. Thank you.
Good question, though. Anybody else? All right, you guys, we are always here. We want to be completely integrated with your stores. We want to be part of your family too. So reach out to us. No question is a dumb question. We are happy to help in any way we can. And I'm excited to send out these gift cards. So don't forget to text me, call me, and get me your information so I can put these in the mail. Adam, thank you so much.
Thank you, son. I really appreciate your time in your fun contest. That was awesome. Thank you. All right, guys, know we're kind of short on time, but it shouldn't take long to go through these new enhancements in Smile and Dial. I do want to make sure you guys see these and are using them because I've been talking about it a lot when I go into doors. But then when we kind of recheck in there and look at Smile and Dial, I see this stuff is not yet fully being used. So can you guys see my screen okay?
Yes, I can see it.
You got it? Okay. Okay, so on Smile and Dial, go to current slide here. Just want to kind of quickly remind you guys who you guys should be calling first. This is your customer loyalty bucket. Those are your customers with tenure and trust. They've been with us the longest. Now, you know, with upgrades getting pushed out, it may seem like, well, we used to be able to look at this and check for upgrade eligibility. Now, with it going to the longer period, are those upgrade options still going to be there? Two answers for you. One, yeah, still use that box. And yes, those opportunities are still going to be there. There's actually a stat out there nationwide, the upgrades for Boost, 73% of our upgrade customers have had their phone for over 280 days. So while it may seem like, oh, this is a big pushback and this is going to be tough for our customers to swallow, honestly, based on the statistics out there, it's not. You know, 3 out of 4 of our customers already are not even coming in for an upgrade until they're past that 280-day window. So make sure you continue to use this box and check your upgrade eligibility. And again, if they're not eligible for an upgrade, no problem. It's a great time to push add a line because these customers have all had their phone for over 3 months. Promotions change a lot over 3 months. And so having that conversation again with them for add a lines is always a huge opportunity. So with that call script that's out there, I always advise you guys, just personalize it, make it your own, and never kind of read off that script. Mine's the same every time. It's, hey, this is Adam Peterson from DCI Mobile or whatever your store is, and I give the store address. And I always clarify, you bought your phone from us. I just want to give you a courtesy call and check and see how your service is working. Is everything good? So this is going to set this does a few things in my opening, right? It personalizes it, I give my name, and I tell them this is the store you bought your phone from. So it doesn't sound like a telemarketing call. And then I'm going out of my way to check on their service to make sure everything's good to go. They'll either say, yes, everything's fine, or if they have an issue, I'll find out what it is and I'll speak to it. So once I get past that, everything's fine, or I acknowledge your issues, I pivot to my sales opportunity. By the way, you're actually eligible for an upgrade right now, so that that may or may not be. But regards to the upgrade, I can also pitch. By the way, you're eligible for an upgrade right now, and we have some amazing add-a-line deals where I can get you a phone that's normally $200 for as low as $15. Is there anyone in your family who may need a new device? Now, this pitch is really effective because the upgrade part is just butter, right? It's just extra butter on the cake. But if they're not eligible for an upgrade, I can still just pitch that add-a-line. Is there anyone in your family who might need an add-a-line of service? We have a great promotion going on where you can get a $200 phone for as low as $15. And, that's where you can find out about that add-a-line opportunity. And if there is, you just position that call. And if there is someone, we want you to set an appointment. That's a new tool in here. I'll show you guys in just 1 second. But another best practice when you guys are making your smile and dial calls, or I call it fishing with your smile and dial, there's a few ways you can sort this. Right now, there's a new column that's been added that's network. So you can sort your traffic. If you hover over these top row boxes, if you're looking online, like network, you'll see there's a little up arrow by it. You click it, you'll see all your customers that are still on the SN network. Well, that SN network is going away in January. So you want to get those customers in your door, and you can give them a free upgrade to our TN network. One thing you need to make sure you do is check that phone that they're on. Make sure that phone is eligible to go on that TN network. So when you check their upgrade eligibility, you can look at that as well. Because it may be you're pitching an upgrade to them, or maybe they can just come in and get on that TN network. Switching a customer to the TN network does not affect their upgrade eligibility. But again, we still have over 40% of our customers on that SN network. That's a lot. And we need to get them over to the TN network by January. So make sure you guys are doing that, driving that traffic in, switching to the TN network where you can, and upgrading them to a new phone on the TN network where available. Another
Adam,
great way to...
Quick question for you, if you don't mind. Sorry.
Yep.
Those customers that don't decide to switch over by January, will their phones just shut off automatically and they have to, or what happens at that point? Yeah.
As of today, yes. So I know they're trying to fight this in courts a little bit, but the information as of today, yes, that network will just be shut off and no longer work. So Cody, for you particular in Champaign, your customers that come from Rantoul, they're kind of in a bad spot because they need to be on the SN network. There is no TN coverage in Rantoul. Right. Well, Rantoul will just not have coverage in January unless the network expands over there.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Another way to hunt effectively is searching by phone type. And again, you guys are searching on these arrows. Make sure you change it from like 25 as a default setting to list all. So you can see if there's customers like in a Stylo 3, a Stylo 4, or a Stylo 5. Great time if you got a Stylo 6 in stock still, or Stylus, upgrade them to those phones. So you can sort not only by the network they're on, but also by their phone type, and you can kind of go after those customers that may be on older phones. And some of these customers, like in the example I have here, they're in a Stylo 5. The last call was on July 16th of 2020, so the dealer made one call to them, but it's been a long time. It's we're now in almost a year later at April 26, 2021. So that customer, they're still with Boost. That great time to reach back out to that customer. So that last call column, if you are looking at that, if it's been a long time, definitely reach back out to those customers. The third great way to sort these plans is sorting by family plan. Again, hover above that column, click on the arrow, and you can see everyone who is not currently on a family plan. So you can take them, great add-a-line pitch opportunity. Hey, I see you're on a $50 plan right now. You can actually do a $30 add-a-line and get an additional line of service added to your account, or 37 because we're going to bundle protection in there. But these are just 3 great ways for you guys to hunt and fish effectively with Smile and Dial. Now, what I wanted to show you is this new feature when you're dispositioning. So usually you have like that option 1 did not reach first attempt, option 2 did not reach second attempt, and so on. Option 4 is set appointment. When you click on option 4 now, you'll see if you're looking online, you'll get another box that'll pop up to the bottom right that'll give you an appointment date, an appointment time, the customer's first and last name, and the appointment reason. So when you're setting appointments, a best practice is always give a couple options. So the customer says, oh yeah, I am actually interested in adding a line of service. Okay, great. Would you be able to come in today or does tomorrow work better? If you give 2 options, the customer is much more likely to answer. Let's say they say tomorrow. Okay, great. Does morning or afternoons work better? Like 10 a.m. work for you or does 4 p.m. work a little better? If you give those 2 times, you should be able to pinpoint your customer, kind of nail them down and lock them in on a certain time. But if you just say what time works for you, you're going to get a bunch of, I don't know, I'll just be in. If you give a couple options, like morning, afternoon, or evening, or just morning or evening, and say 10 or 4, or 10 and 3, you'll get a lot higher success rate when setting your appointments. Now, why is this so awesome? Now your days are going to be organized. When you come into work at the start of your day, and you go to your outbound call manager, you'll see there's a new box that says appointments. You click on it, it'll tell you all of your appointments set for your store for that day. So you can see, oh, I got 5 people that are supposed to be coming in today. 3 of them are an add-a-line, 1 of them is a bill payment, 1 of them is an upgrade. And then if they don't come in, it's a great opportunity for you to follow up with them and say, hey, we had you down for appointment today. We didn't see you. Didn't know if you were still gonna be able to make it in today or you're gonna be able to make it in tomorrow. So, you'll get that kind of full participation and answer from them. So this is this appointment thing is what I want you guys to see and take advantage of. We've been talking to it, but how you can check if your team's actually using it, go in and click on that appointments button. The example you see here, it's a dealer from April 26th to May 3rd, and still no appointments have been set. So, there's still some coaching needed and to get your team fully engaged in it, because one of the big asks is always, hey, we're making these Smile and Dial calls, but how can we track how effective it is? Well, by setting appointments, and we used to say do it manually. You don't do it manually anymore. It's all in the system for you. You just have to do the groundwork at the door level. So some very cool stuff for you guys. Lastly, kind of keep in mind our focuses. Our BYOD goal is 20% still. BYOD eligibility checks 100%. Device protection 50%. Add a line goal 20%. Conversion 30%. And your email capture rate 100% with accurate email addresses. So I know we went a little bit over, but I'm definitely here for questions. Do you guys have any questions on anything we covered at this time? Nope. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hopping on. We appreciate you. Congrats to the winners out there. Thanks to Sana for hopping on the call as well. Hope you guys have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Adam.
Thank you.